Welcome to your midweek update. I'm your host, Paul, from KCTK Radio. Hello, hi. Let's get it back here. Hope you're listening to us live. But remember, this is the program where we give you a quick update about what people are talking about this week. We examine the latest trending Google searches for today so you know what everyone is concerned about. Here's the disclaimer. Now, I'm not claiming that these are the most important things or even that you should know them. I'm helping you. I do this for you to let you know what is going on with the world. So, as they like to say, on with the countdown.
Number 5.
Number 5 is sports related. We have a couple sports related things here, but this one's kind of sports politics. The Golden State Warriors, yes, the defending champion of the NBA, and they're from San Francisco, where the Golden Gate Bridge is. That's an extra tip for you. They were invited to the White House, but they're not going to the White House. They're going on a trip to Washington, D.C., and they plan on visiting African American Museum with kids in lieu of their time to go meet the president. They did not support the president. It was kind of a controversy before that the president invited them. Steph Curry, kind of their number one player, put on the Twitter that he didn't want to go. Then, of course, being as juvenile as he is, the president had to say, well, you're not invited in the first place. So then LeBron James said, well, he was invited, you backed out. They're trying to do something positive without trying to make everything political. They are the Golden State Warriors, and they have been Google searched because they are the number 5 thing today that people are looking at.
Number 4.
Oh, number 4. Number 4 is simply says guns. And this, I guess everyone's looking for what is going on after the terrible school shooting in Florida. That simply says, Congress stalled on bills to tighten gun background check system. Congress is under intense pressure to pass new legislation to curb gun violence. I have a particular take on this. This situation has been happening in the past. The people of this country have voted for a president who supports gun rights, but also no background checks and nothing that will stop anyone from having a gun. The people of this country have voted for a Congress that does the same thing, that won't simply pass a simple background check or even put a ban on these deadly weapons like the AR-15. The people of this country have voted for these people to be in power. That's why these things are happening. There's an election next November. That's how you change things. Stop Googling this. Get off my list. Okay? And vote next time. How about that? But let's take a break now. Let's see what one of our sponsors have to say. Now, you know me, I'm Paul. I am a podcastaholic. It all started with the MP3 player my darling, unsuspecting wife gave me at Christmas last year. First, it was a podcast about fishing. Yeah, harmless you'd think. Then I branched out into technology, sports, marketing, do-it-yourself projects, and a podcast about grammar of all things. My palate for this stuff is so acute that I'm learning so much to the apparent dismay of my darling dearest. Well, this year, I suspect she's not going to be buying me the new video one, but that doesn't mean I can't get it for the kids. Get your MP3 player by logging into www.aportablemp3player.com. A portable MP3 player, a new way to listen to podcasts. And remember to use the promo code YourWeekUpdate. Your midweek update at checkout. Yeah. Number 4 upset me.
Number 3.
All right, we're back to sports. Remember, when people search Google, they're searching all over the world. And this time, it is that soccer team, that football team from Madrid. They are called the Real Madrid. And they had a undefeated game against... No, wait. They were defeated. The Real Madrid was defeated to give Espanyol a dramatic 1-0 win. Now, what's interesting about this, these are teams out of Spain, obviously, but it is a worldwide sport. It is called football every place else, but not here. We call it soccer because we are different.
Number 2.
Okay, we're back to politics, and today the president's advisor, Hope Hicks, went to Congress and got in front of one of the committees that Congress is investigating the interference from Russia with the elections. And guess what? Hope Hicks didn't say anything. The quote is exactly, "We got banned," because Steve Bannon didn't say anything either. They used what's called executive privilege. Only they're not the executive. They only work for the president, but they use that. And the people that run that committee thought, that's fine. No big deal. We're just Congress. We don't have to listen to what people say. And finally.
And number 1.
Now, this one is an interesting Google search. It's restaurants. Now, I think people Google restaurants all the time just to figure out what they're having for lunch, what they're having for dinner. If they're in a new town, what's the best place to go? This one's a little bit more interesting because there's a story from the chain called Tim Horton, which is a coffee chain, mostly in Canada, and they're owned by the same people that own Burger King and some other restaurants, but there's a virus in their system, and it is messing up some of the restaurants. So they're suing the company that owns the big conglomeration that owns all of those. But also, they're a good company to invest in. They own Burger King. I don't have the other one that they own. I want to say Dunkin' Donuts, maybe. But they own all those. But that's really what started this. But now the article that pops up late in the day is that Bay Area foodies, only 2 restaurants in the Bay Area are on the Yelp top 10. So what Google does is people are interested in restaurants today. They really don't get into the specifics of what the issue is, but it started with problems with a virus at Tim Horton. But, Burger King may be a good investment. Burger King, they got the Whopper. They got themselves the Chicken Whopper. And then like every once in a while, you go in there and they give you 50 or 60 of those chicken nuggets for like $1. So I don't know. I don't regularly go there, but maybe Burger King would be a good investment. And make sure you tell them that you heard it here, okay? That was an interesting episode of your midweek update. Our goal is to let you know what people are talking about. They're talking about soccer, basketball, Congress, guns, and restaurants. So go forth, my friends. Go forth and tell them you know what's going on because you listen to your midweek update. This is Paul saying until we meet again, be safe.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctk.radio12345.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.